Hello, friends, and thanks for tuning into Taste Radio, the #1 podcast for anyone building a business in food or beverage. I'm Ray Latif, the editor and producer of Taste Radio, and I'm with my co-host for this episode, John Craven, Jackie Brugliera, and Mike Schneider. The gang's all here, all four of us finally back on the pod, all at once. I think it's been at least a month since we've all been together.
Sounds about right.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. 4 weddings and a funeral, something like that.
All the above,
Yeah.
yes. Welcome back, John, from the great city of Copenhagen. We were all jealous last week that you were in Denmark and we were here in our respective locations.
I heard you were drinking under a bridge.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
saw that. We were just creeping on your Instagram.
I know. I drank under a bridge. I mean, that was mainly after I took a restaurant recommendation from Ray Latif and Adam Stern, and I didn't really know what the Danish krone to USD conversion was. So, yeah.
Now you know?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm pretty good with it now. Learned that lesson the hard way.
Well, let it be known, #1, that the restaurant you went to was rated the #1 restaurant in the world 2 years ago, and it is a spectacular place. And #2, the experience you had of drinking natural wine under a bridge is something I've always wanted to do but didn't. And to be clear, there is a very high-end wine shop with a great selection of natural wines near this bridge. And what people do is they buy the wine and then they go and sit at these little patio tables and have their drink.
What are the names of these places?
Yeah.
What is what?
You didn't
What is the
name either of
restaurant?
the places.
The restaurant
and
is
the bar.
the restaurant is called Geranium, and it is quite the experience.
Yeah, it's kind of not my cup of tea, if I'm being honest. But I mean, it was good. I don't really I don't need a freaking 4-hour dinner and
You should have gone there for lunch. Didn't we tell you to go there for
stuff
lunch?
assembled with tweezers and
Were you
stuff.
hungry
but,
afterwards? I feel like I'm always hungry afterwards.
I kind of was. The other thing that was really tough was that,
Alright.
like a wine pairing in the U.S. and I don't know, I guess other places that I've had a wine pairing is a little, like if it's like a 7-course thing and there's all this wine, they're like little teeny pours. This place give you a full glass, and then when you finish it, they just keep refilling.
But it's not just one wine, right? It's
No, I
multiple
don't know.
wine.
I feel like I had 14 glasses of wine over 4 hours.
Well,
It's starting to
but
get
the
a little
wi-
fuzzy.
The wine pairing is not inexpensive, and I think there's 4 options. There's the basic, there's a mid-tier, there's a much more
And then there's
expensive
Ray.
one, and then there's one that's
yeah, we got
Ray
the
Latif.
cheap. We got the cheap and the second cheapest one. Also, what was kind of interesting, just as maybe a nod from them of how expensive the whole thing is. They give you this gift bag when you leave.
Oh, yeah.
That has 2 beers in it. I'm like, is this because I'm so broke? I'm going to be sitting on a park bench, just
For under the bridge.
I don't know. It's weird.
And what's the place, the bridge bar called?
Oh, well, it's called Rosforth, and Rosforth's, forgive my however that would be pronounced with a Danish accent or something, but yeah, it's just chill natural wine. You can buy a glass of wine, bottle, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Some people just hop in the water after that too.
Yeah. I don't want to dissuade people from thinking that Copenhagen is a chill place and also quite expensive. I mean, you can do a lot there without having to spend a ton of money. It just so happens that some of the best restaurants in the world are there. And if you're there and have saved up enough money to go there, it might be worth the experience.
I personally preferred, I guess from your list, we ended up going to a variety of, places that were opened by alum of Noma, the taqueria, bakery,
Oh, yeah.
wine bar. Those are kind of more enjoyable and
Yeah.
way more affordable too.
We talked about this last week. I talked about Hart Bagari, which has the cardamom buns. I saw you had
Yes.
more than one of those.
We had some of those.
Good.
I'm planning a trip to Amsterdam next year, and I think I'll just walk to Copenhagen so I can afford the experience.
It's close. You can
It's not
definitely do it.
Yeah.
Just like an hour and a half flight. But
Yeah.
anyway.
I'm glad we're talking about Scandinavia because earlier this week we published an episode of Taste Radio that featured the founder and CEO of Four Sigmatic. Four Sigmatic, everyone knows, is a brand of mushroom-infused coffees, teas, supplements, creamers, etc. His name is Tero Isokaupala, and he is from Finland.
I had the pleasure of sitting down with him at BevNET Live.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, remember?
Very cool, dude. I
Yeah.
like that guy a lot. We had a great conversation, talked about how he's made every mistake that a founder could make in the industry and how he's overcome them, talking about pioneering a category, being ahead of a trend.
Fascinating. Fascinating
how
person.
to merge category insights with innovation. working with, your e-commerce partners and those offline. So a lot in there. I highly recommend folks listen to it. Really interesting guy, an amazing brand that, at the outset, you would be like, this brand has no chance, zero chance out there. But then, of course, now it's a brand that generates tens
only
of millions
because
of
they
dollars
were
sales a
inventing
year.
something new. And we've seen a lot of coffee replacement happen and a lot of coffee replacement just come and go. And these guys came in and said, oh, mushroom coffee's the way. And people are like, okay, yeah, let's give this a shot.
And now everything has mushrooms in it. Snacks, food, snacks, beverages, breakfast foods. I mean, everything out there.
And they were definitely at the forefront of that.
Yeah, I'll tease this for a second for folks that haven't listened to it yet. At one point in our conversation, Tara recounted a story about playing golf with the CEO of a very well-known and large U.S. retailer. And the retailer, of course, he sells thousands and thousands of brands. And he asked Tara, what's the name of your brand again? He said, Four Sigmatic. He's like, oh, you got to change the name. He's like, that's never going to be successful. Of course, the CEO underestimated the brand. So really, really interesting stuff. As I mentioned at the top of the show, the four of us are here in studio, so to speak. The four of us will be together in a studio in person, including Jackie, in San Diego in a couple weeks. September 25th is when we are hosting our Taste Radio meetup at the WCB, the West Coast branch of BevNET, which is by the Costco. It's
always the
Marina
landmark.
Boulevard. Yes,
Yep.
and near the Harley Davidson.
Yeah, why not the Harley? Come on.
The Harley Davidson. What do they call that? It's you can't actually buy
Dealership?
a
Dealer.
Yeah.
you can't buy a Harley Davidson off the lot. You have to order those way in advance, don't you?
They have
Why are you asking
plenty.
Jackie? Does
like a
Jackie
show.
I mean, I don't know, but I see people test driving and
Yes.
riding off.
Yeah,
so
Jackie's
I don't know.
4 Harleys.
It's like a Rolex. I by the way, I just learned this about Rolex. Is you can't actually go into a Rolex shop and buy a Rolex. They're like, you look at the cases and they're like, none of this stuff is for sale. You have to develop a relationship with one of the salespeople, and then
Wow, so
I'm
exclusive.
not. To be clear, I'm not. Everyone's going to think I'm hotty toddy. I've never done this. I know people who are into watches, and they've told me about this. So, but
Rolex are for pedestrian people. You're more of a what's another
Patek
one?
Philippe, yes.
Yes, that's the one.
Yes.
Thank you.
Anywho, the 25th of September.
More of a Casio guy. I know.
I'm wearing a Casio right now.
I know
see
you
it?
are.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Casio.
With the calculator.
With
I
the
love that, too.
calculator,
That's-
yeah.
You got the timer going right now?
Yeah, I'll be wearing my Rolex at the meetup. So anyone who wants to talk about that, no, I'm just kidding. 25th of September, the four of us will be there. A bunch of our folks from the San Diego office will be there. A ton of folks from all over SoCal will be there. Founders, investors, retailers, distributors. I know of a bunch of people that are attending. It's going to be a great event. We encourage everyone from that region and perhaps beyond to come out. We will give you the address. Can we give the address right now? I'm sure we can do that.
Yeah. 1 second. I don't remember it off the top
Come
of
on,
my head.
2645 Financial Court.
Okay,
San
there we
Diego,
go.
California.
I'm like, I don't know. I know it's
the
financial
hell?
court.
Okay, great.
Sweet D, yes.
Yeah, if
Okay.
you need to double check on that address, go ahead
Just
to
Google
our
it.
Yeah.
website.
Or something.
2645 financial court.
Yeah, go to BevNET.com, search for Taste Radio Meetup, and you will see how to register. We will be doing interviews, Taste Radio interviews at the event for social and for the podcast as well. And we're teasing a pretty good sized interview, good name interview that we'll be hosting as well at the meetup.
We're also going somewhere else, Ray.
Oh, we are. And I do want to call out Naturally San Diego, which will be co-hosting the meetup with us. Naturally San Diego,
Yes, they'll be
one of the
there too.
best community organizations in the country.
Great partners.
Yes, love seeing those guys.
Can I tease where we're going, Ray?
Yes, but after the 25th,
Okay.
about 3 weeks after that, Mike, where are we going?
To the home of the greatest football club of all time. We're going to London, Ray.
Okay, we're just going to have to cut all that. I'm just kidding, Joe. Yes, we're headed to London the week of October 14th. For the October 14th is Columbus Day here in the United States, and so
Yeah, who needs to be here for that?
we're heading out. Yeah, yes.
That's not even a holiday anymore.
It's
some
it's
parts.
called
But anyway, we're
Columbus
getting
is
off.
a
Definitely
terrible
not
human.
one in London.
Yeah,
Terrible
we're-
human, Columbus.
in the Boston area, in the town I live in Brookline. It's described as Indigenous Peoples Day.
Indigenous Peoples Day is
Yes.
proper. Yes,
Yes.
please.
I could go on and on about
Yeah,
Columbus,
let's
but
get back on track.
Let's get back on track here. London, October 14th. That's the week. John, Mike, and I will be attending an event called the Cheers Drink Summit, or Cheers, the Drink Summit by Bread and Jam, which looks to be a really fun time. John, what is this all about?
Well, Ray, it's it's a pretty interesting drinks conference. I don't know, like getting the UK community together, I guess in one room for a day. And, we're looking forward to just meeting founders and people who are in the UK drinks industry. I suppose we're going to have you record some interviews, maybe.
That's what you're going to have me do.
So,
yes.
we're dragging you there, kicking and screaming.
I mean, pre-COVID, we went to Bread and Jam. It was a phenomenal event. We expect Cheers the Drink Summit to be the same sort of thing. Just, learning, founders interacting, great community. We can't wait to get over there and meet you.
Yeah, it seems like there's quite a bit of stage content, talking about trends, news, innovation that's happening in the UK and beyond. I see that there's a taste and rate bar, which looks really cool. Industry networking. There's a Meet the Investor program that they're doing. So very cool stuff. A deep dive is what they're calling it for no and low softs. I like that. Instead of soft drink, softs. That's what they call it in the UK.
That's what they call it there, Ray.
Yes. Juice, plant, dairy, functional, alcoholic, and RTD. Challenge your drink brands to gather and explore the latest opportunities in drink. I'm excited.
And if you're going to be there, maybe hit us up at ask@tasteradio.com. Let us know.
Absolutely. Or DM us on the Instagrams. You got BevNet Mike, you got BevNet Craven, you got BevNet Jackie, you got Bev Trade. I got to get the BevNet Ray.
You want to give them your toll-free number too, right?
1-800-RAY LATIFE.
There's no one. You can't get 1-800 number anymore. You can get 1-855, I think.
No.
866 or
866, yeah. But we'll also be hosting our own little thing going on. I mean, we don't...
Details TBD.
Details are TBD. We don't want to reveal anything just yet. But yes, if you are planning to be in the London area, or if you're a London resident or London-based founder, let us know, because we'd love to invite you to our super secret thing, at least super secret for right now.
It'll be later in the week, not the same day as the Cheers Drink Summit.
It's only super secret because we haven't figured everything out yet. But once we do, we'll give you
if
the
anyone
details.
knows people that want to come to it, or a place to host it, or anything about planning an event, just let us know.
Please help.
And to be clear, once again, the Cheers the Drink Summit is being held on the 15th of October, and our super secret thing will be held in subsequent days. So, very good. Well, I got to tell you, I was very excited for 2024 to be the year of ranch flavor. I don't think it's because Monica Watrous, our dear friend and colleague, had predicted that we'd be seeing an explosion of ranch flavored products. And I think we did see a number of them.
I
come to
made an
market.
explosion of ranch products.
You know what? That just is way too close to a bathroom experience that people don't want to hear about.
Come on.
I thought that's where you were going.
No, Ray, I just, there was an explosion of AI ranch products.
Let's just call it what it is. Well, I thought
Sorry
you were
if you're eating while listening.
I
to
had an
this.
explosion of ranch diarrhea. I thought that's where it was going.
Oh my God.
We said it.
Please just edit Ray out, Joe.
Okay.
Cut that.
Anyway.
Wow. I try not to talk about that sort of thing on the podcast.
Okay.
Other topics in play, but not that.
Okay. Well, let's keep on keeping on here. It seems to me, however, that everything bagel flavoring, which had a good run. I
Yeah,
think
we've had
last year.
peak everything bagel flavoring.
But I think
for a
their
while.
15 minutes are still going. I
Yeah.
keep seeing new everything bagel.
Even with
products on the
pumpkin
market.
spice, even with pumpkin season approaching.
Yes. Get this. Earlier this summer, there was a everything bagel flavored vodka that was launched. Now, I know these things are kind of kitschy and it's limited edition, but I was like, okay, it seems like people aren't jaded or completely tired of these everything bagel seasonings.
I mean, it's like, I don't know, there's chili crisp and there's salsa matcha,
Yes.
and Americans just have everything bagel.
I guess that's
It needs to be like an oil.
I think it
They just put it on everything.
okay, but it makes sense. Like, I like the stuff where, okay, obviously, if it's somehow tangentially related to everything bagel products or things that you would normally see with an everything bagel, like cheese. So
Yeah.
the Laughing Cow introduced an everything bagel
That makes sense.
flavored
Yeah.
cheese wedge. But then, on the other end of the dairy spectrum, I wasn't expecting to see this. Coffee Mate, which is owned by Nestle and is a maker of creamers that I don't know if they actually contain dairy, to be honest with you. Now, it does say it on the front of the pack. It says dairy creamer. Has introduced or is teased a new bagel and cream cheese flavored Coffee Mate product. Now, this is not everything bagel, but it's, again, tangentially related. And they're not actually charging for it. They're doing limited edition drops that you can only get from their website on 3 different dates in September.
That's just because no one would pay for it.
That's a good point. I actually asked for a sample. They're like, we can't give out samples.
Wow.
So I'm going to have to,
What?
get on the
Coffee
website.
Mate?
Yes.
They
Coffee
probably
Mate.
just know you're going to troll it.
That's actually probably true.
There's no reason to give you a sample.
Yeah.
Only bad things will happen.
This is a good point. But they, come
There's
on.
No PR is bad PR.
They know bad things are going to
Yeah.
happen on the Twitters and on the Instagram, and everybody else is going to be like,
They know it's going to happen.
yeah. So
I
don't know
mean,
why
you
it is.
can't actually care about food and be into Coffee Mate, really, can you? I mean, I don't know. I guess there's habit sort of stuff that people do that might go against what they care about in the greater scheme of food and beverage.
If you're drinking Coffee Mate, I think you would be into this flavor, probably.
That's a very good point, Jackie, because it seems like those who drink Coffee Mate to begin with are looking for some sort of flavor with their coffee. Yeah, it's not just like, here's a regular half and half cream flavor. They
Right.
want their...
Don't they have like Butterfinger Coffee
They have
Mate?
Yeah,
all
but
different
that- but-
types.
but-
I'd rather that. I'd rather just wreck my coffee with a candy bar than some cream cheese.
And for the UK people who are listening now, we're not talking about coffee for a friend. We're talking about a brand called Coffee Mate.
That's a very... Thank you for clarifying, Mike. That's important to know. Yes, Coffee Mate is the name of a brand.
It's more like coffee numpty or coffee bloke.
Yeah, more like that coffee pillock.
Yeah, the saccharin Coffee Mate makes sense, but the savory does not. So if anyone gets a bottle of this stuff, let me know, because I'll send you a few bucks to sample it.
Sure, it'll be amazing. I mean, won't they be selling that at like every grocery store though?
No, because again, I think Mike's right. Most people would be like disgusted by this idea. Yeah. Will there be a cannabis infused, a THC infused Coffee Mate coming to market anytime soon? Probably no. And that's
Probably never. Not because of what you're about to talk about, but
no, probably never. But yeah, exactly. But yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if folks in California have a little THC drop, a couple THC drops with their morning coffee or afternoon
or
coffee,
just
perhaps.
smoke a little weed
Smoke a little weed,
or a lot of weed.
Hit that bong, as the kids say. Is that what the kids say, Jackie? No.
I don't know. They don't say it like that.
You were very...
Now you're accusing her of smoking weed with
No,
children.
I'm
you
just
don't
saying
use wrong with
she
you, but-
knows more.
Probably on her Harley, right?
She knows...
While I'm on the Harley,
Yes.
riding down Marina Boulevard
a
onto the
sidecar
office
full of weed.
with my bong.
Jackie's band is called Bong Harley.
If you guys were still creating AI images, now that's an AI image I would want to see, actually. Jackie smoking a joint while driving down the PCH on her
Jackie,
Harley.
We'd
I'm
have-
on it.
This is a use case for Twitter's, what is it called? Grok?
I don't even know.
It's like no holds barred AI. It's
I
pretty,
don't
it's
like
pretty
this
good.
stuff.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I'm curious.
Yeah, well, no, the segue I was trying to make is a pretty big story coming out of California, and we published on BevNET.com, or we covered on BevNET.com. The title is California Closing the Door on Hemp-Derived THC Products, and the excerpt notes that citing concerns over public health, California's Governor Gavin Newsom proposed on Friday an emergency regulation that will heavily restrict, quote, intoxicating hemp products. Very interesting developments. I immediately thought of Erewhon because I was like, okay, so Erewhon, I typically see your THC drinks next to your energy drinks, next to your juice drinks and things like that. But John Craven, you said it's less about drinks and more about
Yeah, I don't think
other
it's
things.
really about Erewhon. It's, if you look through it and, just read up on this, I mean, it's certainly targeting products that were more directly sort of, I don't know,
marketed to kids.
or maybe I'll reverse this just to be careful, but not really being smart about who they were targeting. And I think they were more edible, like and vaping type products than beverages, which most of the beverage brands out there, have language on the products, and I think are also being sold in retailers like a Total Wine or a BevMo that are, already sort of age restricting these products. But, look, I mean, this is sort of the most obvious thing ever to happen to this category because, like, any category that sort of, I guess there really aren't that many that kind of exist because of a loophole, as people would say it. I think, the category is kind of only as good as its weakest link. And there are some, sort of unscrupulous marketers that have really tried to take advantage of this. Again, I don't think that that's the majority of the beverage products out there. Like, I think the stuff that we've seen is pretty clearly like being marketed as alcohol alternatives, not thing for, someone who is younger. But we'll see. I mean, it's clear that this is going to end up in a court fight of some sort. So some level of regulation for this stuff is,
great,
not a bad thing. So, I mean, not that there isn't regulation already. There's just some bad players.
Well, it was interesting. I'm reading this quote from Gavin Newsom about this, and it felt like 1991. He said, "We will not sit in our hands as drug peddlers target our children with dangerous and unregulated hemp products containing THC at our retail stores." Mike is just shaking his head over here.
I mean, it feels like a big smoke screen right now. They needed
No pun
something to
intended?
do while people were boiling over the weekend from 100-degree plus temperatures. They don't talk about climate change, so we'll target the hemp industry again.
Yeah. I feel like the challenge is like there's no nuance to what they're talking about, just reading the headlines or reading the summary, I wouldn't understand who they're actually going after. And it kind of demonizes the brands and companies that are actually doing good things and makes it harder for them, but they're actually not the problem. So I think that's kind of the challenge.
It does feel like a little bit of grandstanding just to get some attention. And, I'm guessing this will, in the end, probably have, rather than some total ban, something that's a compromise of sorts. But I don't know.
I mean, they're trying to force regulation, but they're not really doing anything. It is kind of their job to regulate.
It's very much
this
their
stuff.
job.
Yeah, kind of, Ray. Kind of their job. So, if it's not regulated, whose fault is it? Let's just get it regulated.
Well, it remains to be seen where this is all going, but of course, the team at BevNet will be following the story. Team at BevNet and Nosh, of course, will be following this story in the weeks to come. Stay tuned. If you want to read the story that was written by our dear friend and colleague Lucas Southard, please do so. But you got to be an insider. To be an insider, you go to BevNET.com/insider. Maybe the best thing you do all week, all month, all year.
Definitely.
We've got thousands. I do want to talk about more things, but we've got so many products and some that Mike even heated up in the microwave. So we got to get to some of
We
these.
should probably get to that one
Yes.
soon.
Okay. What do
Are
you
they
got
warm
there?
still?
These are dumplings from Foodware. I've got two varieties here. The one that I have in my hand is the japchae.
Foodware. It's spelled like FOOD.
It's like software, but food.
Foodware.
Yes. Is it a tech company?
No, it is a food company.
Okay.
Right?
Gotcha.
So we've got the japchae dumplings here. Woo-hoo. Oh, they don't slide very well. And then we've got the vegan mushroom dumplings here as well.
Don't mind if I
try those. You wanted to see the package, Ray.
There you go. Okay. Yeah. These definitely have dumplings on the front. It 100% plant-based. The ingredient panel has quite a few ingredients on it, but most ingredients I know, which is a good thing. You could have pan-fried or steamed these, but
I steamed them.
you steamed them.
Mm-hmm.
How so?
What? I steamed them, Ray.
There's the package that John wanted to see.
I mean, they're, if I did it at home, I would have used my dumpling steamer, but I used the microwave trick, and they came out pretty good. But I wouldn't recommend preparing them that way. I would definitely, if I was making them at home, I'd steam them and pan fry them.
Yes, that's actually a really good way.
They're really tasty dumplings. I tried the japchae ones, and I was going to try the mushroom too, but I passed them over to John.
I think we need some.
You want some back?
Sure.
We
Is
need
this
some
one?
beverage
how did
to
you end up
wash.
with all of them?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, we're gonna
I didn't
need
bring
we're
the
gonna need a
slide.
new studio.
I didn't bring the sliding bowls.
What do they call those things? A lazy Susan. We need a lazy Susan.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
lazy Susan.
Yeah.
Or like some like a conveyor belt for like
Yes.
rotating sushi.
A
Exactly.
sushi conveyor belt. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, typically things slide pretty well, but maybe the we didn't oil this table like we should have.
But no, we got to get Nate on that.
Yeah. We're gonna wash these dumplings down with something that I brought.
The mushroom dumplings are really good.
Ghia.
So are the japchae ones.
Ghia, which is a brand of sparkling, non-alcoholic aperitifs. Well, they also make a concentrated version where you can blend it with whatever you want. But Ghia has launched a new multi-serve product called Le Fizz, and this is their strawberry and orange blossom variety. This is the only variety of Le Fizz.
Really?
They launched it last week. It comes in a 25-ounce glass bottle with a crown top. I've been waiting to try this.
You haven't even tried it yet, Ray.
I have not. It's described as a dry and juicy sip. I don't have a bottle opener, so let's play. Okay, that worked. Fantastic. And I said 25-ounce bottle, but it's imagine
Geez, so many electronics under this glass.
Ray, do you want me to pour?
Hold on.
Here.
I'm going to do
Pouring
this.
right
Hold
over
on.
the laptop.
I'm happy.
Okay, there we
Ray's
go.
regulating it. He's
it's a little fuzzy.
It's regulated.
He's learned nothing here.
It's a ready drink, as I mentioned, with 5 to 6 servings per bottle, and it's like a wine bottle. It's like a 750 milliliter bottle. And it's unlocking, according to the company, new potential in hospitality accounts.
Ooh, smoky.
The brand is currently served in over 500 restaurants in the United States. I'm excited. I'm going to try this. Hold on.
Sorry, I just wanted to read the label.
Okay. Mike is going to read the label while I sip.
Oh, it's tasty.
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Like, what is it?
It's
Is it similar
sweet,
to anything?
Orange, and a little smoky.
Tastes
Okay.
like their other products.
Orange
basically.
blossom meets strawberry. Juicy main character energy. Juicy main character energy. Tangity tang and a dry finish mixed with bubbles. Wee wee. That's what it says on the bottle. But I like the smoky character. There's a little tea flavor.
Send that bottle down here.
Yeah,
Don't slide it.
It is smoky, surprisingly. Mike pointed out. That's a good call out there. I wasn't expecting that.
A little like chipotle pepper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there chipotle pepper in it? I think it's the orange.
There's a lot of complexity to this product, more than I expected.
Probably orange rind as well.
Yeah, it's great. There is orange peel extract. There's cherrywood smoked salt. So there you go. And there's orange and rosemary extract. Yeah, really good.
Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. This is really good.
And for someone who's off the sauce, I feel like this is a really good alternative to a cocktail or a wine or whatnot.
I mean,
Ghia just knocks it
between
out of the park.
Ghia
Yeah.
and Bon Buzz and Little Saints, I'm set. I mean, those are 3 really great products that have like similar character. And I think if we can just get the language down and get people to understand what's in these cans and bottles, I mean,
It's good.
yeah, it's on. These are really good adult drinks.
Indeed. Well done, Ghia. Before we get to John and his cornucopia of products here, Jackie, what's going on in San Diego?
I have some boiled peanuts. Which
Boiled
is
peanuts?
Kind of random. But I have boiled peanuts. It's from Dixie Grace's Boiled Peanuts. It's a company that's actually out of New Jersey. They have different lines. This is their brown sugar. I don't know. Have you all eaten boiled peanuts? Like,
Oh
I
yeah.
feel like I haven't really.
I am embarrassed to say I have not yet tried the samples that they sent me. What do they taste like?
I haven't tried them either, but I know it's a thing. You know, like I feel
Where
like
where is it a thing?
Like Craven, you were saying, like down south,
Yeah.
it's on the side of the
People
road. You can get
selling
some
them
boiled
on the
peanuts.
side of the road in the southeast, like I don't know, Georgia,
Yeah.
South
Okay.
Carolina.
But we need some context here. I mean, is it
Is it
good
like
for your
candy
health, or
nuts?
is it just like a treat?
No,
or?
it's just like, you know, you have roast peanuts and they have
Okay.
like a more dry texture. A boiled peanut has a, I don't know, softer texture.
My concern was I was feeling through the bag, the outside of the bag, and it felt very wet.
Yeah.
But they're not boiled. They're not a dry peanut. They're like, it feels like
Right.
they're wet.
I think they boil them in the shell because you can kind of eat the
Okay.
shell.
So like it gets like
okay.
coated and interesting. I'm gonna have to try them. They came with some toppers too, so I do have some everything bagel seasoning. I've just been like kind of eating out of the bag.
How
so-
apropos.
Jackie's been brushing her teeth with it.
Yeah, if I have poppy seeds in my teeth, it's because of this.
Okay. Well, just don't go to, I think, what is it, Korea? You can't go to Korea if you have poppy seeds on you?
That I mean,
Really?
I'm canceling my trip right now, Ray.
Yeah, no.
No way.
I think it was Korea, might have been Singapore, where you can't, someone tried to bring some Trader Joe's everything bagel seasoning, and they confiscated it because they don't allow poppy seeds.
If it was Singapore, you'd have been caned. Did you hear about a caning?
Really?
It's getting weird here.
Oh, geez. Okay. Before we get any weirder, Mike has a big box of Bezzy in front of him.
I have a big box of Bezzy. Hey, Ray, you and I, we might be LabNet influencers.
I think we are,
Look,
actually.
My favorite part is the beginning of this letter here. It says, "Hi, Mike and Ray."
Oh, because you're listed first? Well, tell us what Bezzy is.
Bezzy's, it's Labna, Ray.
We did talk about this in a previous episode of the
Yeah.
podcast. And Lebna is a thick fermented yogurt that is delicious, a delicious dip that is typically served in the Middle East.
It's a delicious dip. And we've got, speaking of everything, Jackie, we've got plain and everything flavor here. And Ray, I brought the legit pita.
That's the legit pita
I
from
brought the
Montreal, I believe, right?
legit pita.
Yeah.
Is it from Montreal? Well, this is actually made in Worcester, Mass.
Oh, Worcester, just as good.
Yeah.
Just as good.
It's legit. So we can try this if you want to try.
I'm going to hold off because I need to wash my hands, as you know, but please dig in. There is, here we go. I keep talking about this. There is an everything bagel Bezzy, again, how apropos, as well as their plain variety.
I'm going for plain.
Can I see the everything?
Yeah. There you go. John's going to gram while
That's all I do.
Mike's going to eat.
I'm going to grab a little pita here.
Beautiful branding.
Huh.
Yeah, that box is really pretty.
Yeah, we featured the founder of Bezzy in a recent episode of Elevator Talk. I'm going to butcher her name again. I'm so sorry. I believe it's Eli, I-L-A-Y. I'm so sorry if I got your name wrong again. But really, really love what she's doing. I think she knocks it out of the park with the branding.
Oh, she knocked it out of the park with the branding.
Clearly knocked it out of the park with the formulation.
Chuck me a spoon or some bread so I don't have to use my finger here.
Yes. Okay. So here's some spoon. Get that.
Wait, I have another spoon.
Yeah, give me my own spoon.
Here's a here. And you want some pita? You want some legit pita?
Nah. Let's see with a spoon.
Okay. There you go.
What could go wrong?
But yeah, this brand literally just launched, and I think they're going to do quite well.
I'm having like flashbacks to the time that I tried Yaza because it's that good. Like they're both incredible products. This is phenomenal.
Yeah. Well, this is every time you try a new Lubna, it seems like you're doing it live in recording.
I know, I like it a lot.
You did the Yaza at Expo West. You're doing the Bezzy here at the studio, and
I guess I'm a Labna influencer now.
yeah. So if you have a Labna that you would like Mike to try live, or at least on a recording,
I would love to see Bezzy and Yaza readily available.
okay, fair enough.
So good. Can I try the everything?
Yeah. No, you may not. All right. Mike has his Bezzy. John has his Hot Ones, or a collaboration with Hot Ones.
Yeah, so, since I had that dinner at Geranium and also have 2 kids in college, I've been eating a lot of ramen now.
Ditto.
Do not blame me for the Geranium. And if
I sent you...
must have been a
Mike,
warning.
John's going to
You
be
must
like,
have
well,
known.
there's no bonuses at BevNet this year.
Just-
You can all blame Ray.
because of my experience at Geranium.
Just if you and Adam could complete the Venmo request that I've sent over, that would be great.
This
Anyway.
is great.
These are new Asha ramen with a collaboration with the Hot Ones, the YouTube series.
where celebrities eat very, very hot chicken wings,
And then
progressively hotter chicken
and have an
wings.
awkward interview at the same time. It's
Yes.
great. But they have a couple different flavors here, varying degrees of heat. They have a smoky chili, a garlic chili, and a sweet chili. I'm honestly not a super huge ramen fan, but the broth in this stuff is pretty incredible, and it's got like a little packet you can adjust the flavor. The hot one's like stupidly hot. This mild sweet chili one's more my cup of tea, I guess, or cup of soup. But
they emailed me, the Asha folks, or the PR team for the Asha folks, and I asked them to please send it to the office.
well, I have a whole bunch of them, so you're in luck.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, you guys
I
always
will
accuse
gift
me
these
of like,
to you.
you guys always
Here
accuse
you go.
me
Here's your-
of stealing stuff. There you go. Thank you.
Enjoy.
I don't. I share. And the Bezzy too, right? See the Bezzy.
always saying I'm stealing stuff. You're always accusing me.
That's what it is. You guys always accuse me of stealing stuff.
I could burn the building down.
Jesus.
Can we have one beverage that would be actually pretty good to wash down
Yes.
some
Yes.
spicy
I
ramen?
love this. Yes.
This is Laurel's. It's a line of lattes made with A2 milk. Right now there's 2 flavors, a classic latte and a dirty chai latte. I think the founder just is on maybe an upcoming Elevator Talk too.
Yeah, no, this week.
week.
We
Hey, how about
published
that?
an episode of Elevator Talk. It was published on Wednesday with the
Not seeing
founder, Isabel Washington, who is the founder of the company based in Los Angeles, California. I am excited to try this. Yes, it's a latte using A2 dairy milk. I encouraged her, by the way, to pitch her brand or apply for the New Beverage Showdown.
There
in
you
December.
go. Always
Yeah.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Which flavor would you prefer to try first? Right?
Go classic. We got to go
Classic,
classic
okay.
to start. Yeah.
Ray, pass that Bezzy down.
Oh my goodness, Mike.
Pour yourself a
I
little
want to protect it.
It's an animal.
a little scotch. I'll let you do yourself since I know you
thank
like
you.
to pour it over your laptop.
There we go. Oh God! No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, folks. I'm just kidding, folks.
Oh,
Always
Jesus.
living on
That
the
was
edge.
really close.
Yeah.
Oh, it smells delicious. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the first time I tried a La Colombe draft latte. Even though I mean,
Different animal, of course.
different mouthfeel for sure. But this, it's very high quality. It's a very high quality.
Yeah, I mean,
product.
it's just straightforward, like really solid ingredients. I think the A2 milk thing is pretty interesting just since that's obviously like a mark of quality, something that I think there's maybe still some work to do on the education front, but, I think it's a subtle way to, make it clear that you put good stuff in the can. So
Yeah, well, Isabel, again, the founder of Laurel's, was talking about the use of A2 milk in other products and brands, including Alex ice cream.
yeah,
AL,
of course. I think that's like the
apostrophe
best
S. Yeah.
example of an emerging brand using it right now.
Yeah, and that is a phenomenal product.
Agreed.
And I think Laurel's is on the right track for sure. I won't say too much more. I think people would
Got to
do
watch
well,
the elevator talk.
would do well to watch that episode because it's a really good one. We also feature Uso Sparkling Tea, Kombucha Rista, Loom, and St. Cecilia Soda Company. If you would like to participate in an upcoming episode of Elevator Talk, head to BevNET.com, search for Elevator Talk, and you will find a way to apply. Or just send us a note to ask@tasteradio.com, and we'll make sure your application is all
And all
set and
11
done.
of brands are fast-tracked.
Bezzy was on an episode, as I mentioned.
I know,
Laurel's.
I know.
Do we have any other brands that we're
Yeah, we got this booze over here. What are we doing?
Okay, we have some Americano that was sent by the wonderful people at Fast Penny Spirits. Fast Penny Spirits, a distiller based in Seattle, Washington, and also joined us for the Cocktail Showdown in 2023 at BevNet Live 2023, so winter 2023. That is.
She makes a lovely RTD coffee cocktail.
And that person is Jamie Hunt, as the she we were talking about. So they just introduced they have four cask finished options of their Americano. She sent me 3 of them. But I sent them to the office. Don't worry.
Maybe I'll take one.
We have the Delisle Cabernet Sauvignon cask, or the Americano aged in one, Westland Single Malt cask, and the Bianca Voila cask as well. I believe that's that's the one right there. To be clear, an Americano, John, is a
coffee drink. It could be also a cocktail of, I think, is it soda water, bitters? Wait, no, is it soda water and Campari?
Campari Sweet Vermouth and
Campari
Club
Sweet Vermouth. That's
soda.
right. Jeez, it's too early in the day. I'm not thinking cocktails yet. So.
Yes. But no, Fast Penny makes these amazing products. I cannot try them just yet, but it's too early in the morning for that. Now, last month, middle of the month, you may have heard an episode of Taste Radio that we published and featured the founder of Everlane, which is a fashion brand that focuses on sustainability and has done quite well for itself. And the founder's name of Everlane, that is Michael Praisman. He's also the founder of a new brand called Magna. Magna markets itself as a brand of hydration powders that are made with magnesium and electrolytes. They sent me a variety pack. This one has 28 pouting servings. And as the box notes, drinking these will give you greater focus, greater energy, and greater recovery. They come in 4 flavors: lemon lime, watermelon lime, tea, lemonade, and peach mango. I've tried the peach mango. It's quite good. I have not gotten into this whole magnesium craze yet. There's a ton of people I know who already incorporate it into their daily regimens, but I haven't done that yet. Mike, are you a magnesium guy?
I'm not yet, but now I am.
Okay, because you're going to take some powder
I'm try
packets.
some Magna.
Yeah, Jackie, in addition to your daily mushrooms, you drink magnesium or incorporate magnesium into your...
I do with supplements when I'm working out a lot, or I'm doing training, or I'm prepping for this big hike this weekend, and I've been trying to make sure that's included in my electrolytes and powders, because you don't want to cramp up.
Is that okay? So that's the thing. I think people have always said magnesium is the mineral, or I guess how would you? Yeah, a mineral that you most people are lacking in their daily diets, and you need supplements to. It's an element. Okay, Mike said it's an element, and you need to supplement magnesium into your diet because it's just not naturally found in most foods. Apparently, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many supplements that you could be taking on a daily basis. So I don't know if that one is the most critical for everyone. I think like eventually people are going to just be doing their own biohacking and realizing what they're individually, needing. But I don't take that every day.
Yeah. I mean, it's a beautiful box though. And notably, if you listen to the interview, and I encourage folks to listen to it, Michael Praisman talked about how they were designing the box and the packaging to look like, or I guess in the vein of, or in the style of, the old Marlboro cigarette boxes, which is interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah. I don't really see it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Where's the red and the Cowboys and whatever?
Their colors are very, very, very much Borussia Dortmund, black and yellow.
Yeah, Borussia Dortmund is spot on.
I guess also, why would you emulate that if you're trying to be something healthy?
I think they thought it was just like a very classic and well-known design to the point where people would see it and see some of the, I guess, design elements and recognize it.
There's also 3 magnesium compounds in here: magnesium L-threonate, which I haven't heard of, for focus, magnesium malate for energy, and magnesium.
It's helium and magnesium combined.
Magnesium glycinate for recovery, probably using Donghua Jinlong industrial grade glycine.
Good to
well
know.
done.
Yes, well done indeed.
If you don't know what that is,
Google it.
no, TikTok it, bro.
Yeah, TikTok it, right?
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok. Well, Google will take you.
Look it up on Yahoo for Ray.
Please don't.